New bidder.
Hello everyone, how you doing? Yeah, it's how do you buy your first car? I think it's very important to understand how you buy your first car. Copart is a platform whereby you can bid for car and you can get it for a very reasonable price. And for me, I always advise that if you want to buy a
Bonus
car,
time.
you can just check Copart and see if there are opportunity or deals that you can get. There are a lot of good deals in Copart. But what are the things that you need to consider when you want to buy your car on
Hold on
Copart?
approval.
If you look at
New bidder.
our previous videos, we were able to explain how you can buy cars on Copart. And the first thing you need to do is to register with Copart. For me, I always encourage that if you have a business, just register as a business so that you can have unlimited opportunities to uh, bid or to buy a car. But if you are individual, you might have very limited opportunities. That's why a lot of people contact people like us to, help them buy cars because we have unlimited opportunities to buy a car. And you you should recall if in our previous video that when you want to have like unlimited opportunities, there are a lot of documentation that you need to put in place and submit to Copart so that they can approve it. And you also need to have at least a good threshold to buy your car because you need to have like a small deposit for business, but they will now give you like over $100,000 dollars buying power to buy your car. So when you do all those, which is in our previous video, so I won't really repeat myself, is when you do that, then you have opportunity to buy your car. So how do you buy your car? The first thing you need to do is you need to know the particular brand that you are going for. So let's say I'm going for a Lexus car. I tap Lexus. You can also even put the model of the cars. Is it RS 350 or NX 250, 200? So you need to understand what you are going for. And when you do that, you can either bid or you buy it now. So for some people, they don't have the time to wait for the bidding time. For this one, it's going to take another 7 hours for them to start bidding. So for some people, they might just say, okay, no, I want to buy it now. So you just click buy it now and you buy it now straight away. So if you want to buy it, you buy it for $10,500. But again, you can also make an offer. So you can make an offer, drop the price, and you can never tell, the vendor may accept it as well. And when you want to buy your first car, you also need to understand the title. There are some title that are present while some are absent. So if you see this, it means that the title is present. So when you buy the car, if you want to ship it out of the US, you can quickly ship it out of the US. But there are cars that the title is not available. So let me see if I have one as an example. So for this particular car, the title is not available. So it may take 30 days. You could see Cooper has not yet received a title and has requested the seller provide it within 30 days. So if you are sending it out of the US and you buy a car, you cannot send the car abroad without the title. So that would delay you. And if the car is in Copart center, they will charge you late fee. So that's why you need to consider whether or not the title is available. So anytime you see this color and it says title absent, it might not be the best option for you, except you have someone that can pick it up for you. Then it stays in the US for a while before you send it down abroad. And when you are buying your first car as well, you also need to consider the shipping estimates. So you need to have an idea of the shipping estimate. How much are they going to charge you? There is ground transportation and there is sea transportation. So if the car is very far to a particular to ports, then you are likely to pay more because the ground transportation sometimes might be $500, $600. So you need to consider whether or not a car is actually close to the port, as in the center you are buying is close to the port. If you want to have an idea of the shipping estimates, you can do this. Just go to estimate, go international. So let's say I'm sending it to Nigeria. So I can click Nigeria, just go to Lagos, Lagos, and check estimate. Just to have an idea. You might have your own shipper, but just to have an idea, you could see 2,390, and that is inclusive the ground transportation as well. So you are paying 2,390 to Lagos, excluding the clearing. So when it gets to Lagos, then you get someone that will clear it. So it's also good if it's possible for you to have an idea of how much the car is going to be cleared. So if you have a budget that, okay, for example, I want to go for this particular car, I don't want to exceed a particular amount. So let's say this guy is going for $6,800. My maximum budget is $8,000. So I will have to stay there. When they bid and I'm out of bid, I'll get out of the place. I don't want to apply emotion. So it's very important for you to know that. And if you want to look at today's bid, maybe you want to um, consider you're open to, let's say, a different kind of brand, and you just want to bid for you, you're just looking for a good deal. So you can go to join auction and look at what's it's going on at the moment. So let's see. So can you see this one? 2015. Let's just see one if any of the cars sell before we run out. Well, finish this session. So when you are bidding, there are two ways to buy. So the first one is when you win a bid, you might say that that bid is what do we call it? We call it sold before sold on approval. So you might
Participation in the
win,
lane.
but it is still on reserve until the seller approve it. But there is what we call pure sale. So for pure sale, the seller does not need to approve anything. As soon as it's sold, and it's good for you to just have an idea of that as well. So pure sale, soon as it's sold, it's sold. And yeah, those are the things that you need to consider. Let's see how this one goes as we wrap up this session. So let's say the winner. And I think another thing,
Bonus time.
okay, they have bonus time. Another thing that I think you need to also consider is, for me, I always advise that people should go for a run and drive car. And the reason is this.
Sold on
Okay,
approval.
can you see that one is sold on approval? Let me go out of this place. So I also encourage people to do run and drive car because there are a lot of reasons. If the car is not driving itself, and you need to get a towing vehicle to tow it to the port, it's going to be more expensive. When it gets to your ports abroad, they're going to tow it again, it's going to be more expensive. Then why is it not driving? You need to consider that why it's not driving. So for me, I'll go for run and drive. Run and drive. I also want to look at the damage, maybe front damage, rear damage, maybe I want to consider side damage. I want to consider minor dents because I don't want to go for a car that has mechanical issue. You don't know what's the mechanical issue is. So those are the things that you need to consider. But in our next video, I will be able to explain even better, and we're going to explore more opportunities. But I will encourage you, if you can subscribe to this channel. We try as much as possible to draw videos once a week or bi-weekly sometimes. Uh, so you can follow us, and at least you can learn a lot. And if you need any help in terms of advice on how to buy cars and how to send it abroad, feel free to send a message to us, maybe via the comment section. We always look at and we're happy to respond to you. Thank you very much, and I wish you well as you buy your first car on Copart. And I also hope that you get a great deal. Yeah, thank you. Bye.